Welcome back to the channel, Blue Rigs family. So today we're camping. We finally got a weekend out and we're going to show you our camper. This is the same one we pulled over 12,000 miles last year. So this is about a year old. It's a 2022 Grand Design 278BH. And a lot of people on YouTube will give you like tours of their campers and stuff, but they're always on a lot and you really don't get a good feel. You can see the layout, but we're going to show you what it really looks like when you're in one of these things out camping. Right, so we've done this for a year. We've camped for a long time, had this one for a year. So come on, we're going to start on the outside. We're going to show you everything, and we're also going to give you a couple of things each that we really like about this camper and that we don't like about it at the end, just to kind of give you a feel for, is this really the right camper for you? Starting out, pretty standard 30-pound propane tanks on each side, so that's standard with all fifth wheels. One thing I want to show you specifically is the amount of storage in here. And if you look, I don't know if you can get a good shot, if you can tell. So a lot of storage. We'll get around to the other side of this in a minute. We got an outlet right here. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to count these as I go. I may lose count as we're going, but we're going to count how many outlets we got in the whole camper. So right here's the first one. Moving on around, we'll show the awning. It's a big deal for us because, well, we like our shade when we're out camping. So the awning's automatic and not a whole lot there. I mean, it's automatic, it does what it's supposed to do. It's an awning, never any issues with it, which is good. The steps, this is not the steps that you typically see, like the upgraded steps, maybe in some of the other Grand Design, and this is a 150 series Grand Design fifth wheel, so I think they put the better steps that fold out of the door. That's not really a deal breaker for us when we bought the camper, because we like the floor plan. But one thing that I would like to point out is they do have these, call it the solid stance step stabilizer. This comes standard on these steps. Also, another thing that don't get pointed out a lot is you've got this little light right here for like a porch light. So it's not, if you don't want the LED light, which by the way, awning does have an LED light up there, you can see it probably. But if you don't want all that, you've just got a nice blue light right here where you can still illuminate the steps. Easy to get in and out. Of course, you've got your grab handle, and if you'll notice, as you'll pan down the side, you'll notice all of these windows in this camper. You'll see when we get inside, big deal to us, we like having lots of windows. Another really nice thing, we got the Goodyear Endurance tires. These are load rated. A lot of campers we've had in the past, and I think RV manufacturers are starting to catch on to this a lot, they're not putting cheap tires on anymore. So this is always a good thing right here. And like I said, 12,000 miles on these tires this year, good wear, still got a lot of tread left on them, so these are good tires, upgraded by far. You'll notice here, each one of our tires is going to have the tire link, and I'm going to show you more about that in just a minute, show you where the actual, I guess the brain of it is up there. Come in here close, Shannon. This is something a lot of people don't point out. This right here, CRE 3000 MORryde suspension. What a lot of people don't tell you is they don't point this out. We also have upgraded shackles and wet bolts. So what that means, you can go in every year when you do your routine maintenance and you can grease all these. Most campers don't come standard of that. Grand Design, that's something that I've noticed that they do a lot of on their, I think they do it on the Imagines, also definitely on the Reflection line. So that is a big deal. So the reason that I know this is a big deal, our previous Imagine, which was a 2018, did not have it. It was prior to them starting to do this. I actually went in and upgraded our standard suspension to this, and the ride was night and day. So you're going to get a lot smoother ride with this. You're not going to jar everything inside that camper the way when you hit potholes. And remember, we've traveled out west a couple of times now, and trust me, there's plenty of potholes out there. So big deal right here. This doesn't get pointed out a lot in other reviews. And the wet bolt, so that's a big deal. Coming on around, another outlet right here. Pretty standard, but keep count, that's number 2. Outside kitchen. So this is not an uncommon thing, pretty standard. You're gonna have your 2-burner top, cooktop right here. Pretty standard. Some of them come with a griddle, I think, but I do want to point out the amount of room that you have in here. So we carry a large griddle with us and a small sometimes. The small stays with us all the time, but this is a Blackstone 17-inch griddle. So just for perspective, this will fit in here along with all the rest of this stuff that we've got. So plenty of room in there. You've got your fridge, obviously, pretty standard. And you got some additional room over here.
Was there another outlet in there?
You know what? It's a good point. There. Right, now you can see it right there. Outlet number 3. Good eye.
Thanks.
Before we walk around, look up here. You got your waterproof speakers, which again, those are pretty standard. Got a ladder, which is good. With the outside kitchen, don't have a sink, but you do have a spray port right here, which is convenient, and we use that a lot. Now, this right here was the deal breaker. There were a couple of different fifth wheel plans we were looking at. This, what you're fixing to see in here, is the difference in why we bought this one versus why we bought the other ones. This storage right here is massive. My arms are really long. I'm like 6'4". My arms are even longer than that, but if you look, I cannot even remotely reach to the back of this. Can you see that?
I can't tell. I think so.
All right, so point being, this is every bit of probably 5.5, 6 foot to the back of this. Plenty of room. We've got our, what we call our disaster box in here. We've got a huge griddle. We've got the rest of this stuff, and look here, outlet number 3, is that right?
That was 4.
4? Yeah, outlet number 4. We'll count them. Plenty of room, but it is insane. And you can, as winter time comes or summertime, whatever, we have a small washing machine we carry with us. You can swap out what stuff you bring, but this right here, this is a game changer right here. Of course, slam latches on all this stuff. You see the additional windows right here. Comes standard with the camera up there. And we're going to take you up on top before we go in too, so hang on. Starting at the front, of course, you've got your bedroom AC unit, and both of these, I didn't mention this either, are 15,000 BTUs, which that's an upgrade. You got your solar panel right here. This is the bathroom vent. We upgraded the fan in that because it did not come with a bigger one. Of course, you've got your skylight here. You've got your black tank vent. Something doesn't get mentioned a lot. We've got an attic vent. That's a big deal to keep air moving up there in the attic. Right here, the main living quarters, fantastic fan as they're called. It comes with the upgraded cover, and it comes with the fan. You don't have that. You'll have to get a cover for the bathroom, and also you'll have to get a cover for the one over the kids' bedroom if you choose to do that. You've got the Winegard 360, which we don't use it, but it's there if you do need it. Another attic vent right here. Here's the gray tank vent. Of course, the main living quarter AC unit gets you a shot right here all the way down the side. You can see the gutter that runs all the way down there for the slide. The slide topper was not included, but now you can see the entire awning. TPO roof, and you know, I get around and walk around on top of our camper fairly frequently just to check things out. We've had leaks in the past with other units, so I'm a little bit I guess I'm a little over the top when it comes to roof maintenance. But I'll say one more thing about Grand Design while we're up here. This is the second one that we've owned, and all of their seams, all the things, the little things that should be done right on other units that were not as good, I feel like they did a more of a quality job on this unit and our previous Grand Design. So overall, I think Grand Design's build quality is a little bit better than most. So just a little FYI, and it comes again from somebody that just owning the products and using them, and just kind of, you know, just an honest opinion. 50 amp service. You gotta have the 50 amp service. Gray water. This is for the sink in the kitchen right here. Your pull for this is up under here. So you've got your gray water here. This is a little something that I put in there. Oh, wait a second. Come back here, Shannon. You got a hitch right here too. So if you want to put anything on the hitch, just about forgot that. Some people say tow with them, some people don't. It says it's rated for 3,000 pounds and 300 pounds of tongue weight. I don't know if I'd tow anything with it, but it's there if you want it. You could definitely put a rack on it. If you'll look, also didn't point it out over there, but you've got the ground control 3.0 leveling. So that right there is a big deal. That's an upgraded, I guess, leveling system from some of the 2.0. Obviously, You'll notice too, comes standard with the sewer hose, the stinky slinky as they call it. Storage right there. So moving on around, got our slide, got the Schwintek system. Some people are not going to like the Schwintek. We have not had a problem with it, but there's a lot of things that I went and looked at before we bought this camper to make sure I understood how it's supposed to work, so we won't get into that right now. Fingers crossed, we haven't had any issues with our Schwintek. Another cool thing, a lot of these campers don't come with this gutter guard above the slides. This one does. We had this put on. The slide topper, it did not come standard with that. We had it put on, but it did have the gutter guard, so that's a nice little feature the Grand Design to put on there. Massive window in the dinette area. We love the window right here. Lots and lots of stuff. See out. Extra window over here. See that? Again, more windows here. And coming down here. Pretty neat little feature there. Got a light right here. This is the black tank, and the gray tank being the shower gray tank. And all the pulls for that are in here. So furnace, plenty of furnace for this RV. We have camped in probably like, I don't know, how cold was it this past Christmas? 15 degrees. We stayed warm. Used a lot of propane. And this right here, this Furrion tankless water heater, love it. I absolutely love it. We'll talk about that. We may talk about that as one of the things that we really like about this camper. Comes standard. That comes standard right there, so that's a big deal to us. Now, coming along into here, the old, I think it's I forgot what they call it, Nautilus P, whichever station this is right here. So again, another outlet right here, kind of hidden. Get a shot of this right here.
That's 5. Oh.
That's 5. See that right there? Shannon made me put that in there, so I'd always know to not fuss at her, to apologize for fussing at her when we back in. But we never have issues, right? So pretty standard stuff in here, but this is the P1, which is an upgraded version, but you got your water outside shower, so to speak. All this right here, won't get into details, but this right here is the way to go. I really like this thing. Black tank flush, got your gray and black tank pulls. You also have an additional switch out here for your water pump, which makes it super easy to winterize. And if you look in here, I don't know if you can see it right in there, heated underbelly. So we do have heat coming from our furnace out to here, which does work. We'll talk about this real quick. This screen right here, so you've got the Compass Connect app, which I just so happen to have pulled up, maybe not. So when you've got this app, or get this trailer in general, you've got this app, and we'll show you this in a little bit too, but you can control pretty much anything you want from this. We use it for the leveling and whatnot, but you can go in, you can control the awning in and out, rear view camera, leveler, tire length. For example, if we look at the tires right now, I can tell you exactly how much pressure is in them, and I keep that pulled up driving down the road. On top of it, coming with a little like an alert thing. It doesn't really give you any, it just tells you when something's wrong with it. Run the slides in and out, so if you're in a tight spot and by yourself, you can watch. So very intuitive, and we love the Compass Connect. We use it often. Automatic switch over regulator right there. So first of all, tons of storage in here, okay? The thing I want to point out most of all is we've got a 12-volt fridge. We'll show you that in a minute, but you've got the 50-amp charge controller. So what that means is the standard, I think it's 160 watt. I'll put it in the description, or I'll put it on the screen. In addition to that, you can add plenty. You can put a whole lot more, I guess, solar panel power on top. You can add additional batteries, which we've done one. This right here, solar inverter line. This comes factory. This line right here alone. We won't talk too much about it, but just know that it comes factory wired. We can go in and hook an inverter to this and power things inside off the battery. So a lot of people don't point that out. It's just, yeah, there's a charge controller, hoorah, but it comes pre-wired with all this already to the inside. So that's a thing that doesn't get mentioned a lot. So again, plenty of storage here. Here's your control outside if you don't want to get inside. Just to unhitch, easy way to unhitch and auto level if you need it, retract everything. So just an additional controller in addition to your Compass Connect app. Turning point, these come factory. I think the whole gist of this is these 150 series campers, sometimes people will pull them with half-ton trucks. I wouldn't recommend that, but they do. And this turning point allows you to tow this camper or fifth wheel with a short bed truck. We don't use it. We've got it where it's solid, and we've got a different hitch, which is for another video. But anyways, let's walk around here and go inside. All right. Welcome inside. Control panel. Of course, this is a pretty standard control panel. You got your slide, your awning light, porch light, that's what we talked about just a minute ago, water pump, tank heaters. This is a big thing a lot of people don't talk about. If you're winter camping, not only do you have the heated underbellies I pointed out earlier, you've also got tank heaters, so you can keep that stuff from freezing up, and we've actually had to use that. Ceiling light and step light, which is where Shannon's standing right now. So notice right off the bat, storage up there. And remember, we're camping and we use our camper. Lots and lots of storage up there. Another outlet right here.
I think that's 6. But
Number
I can't
6.
remember.
So lots and lots of storage up here, which we utilize a lot of it. The Max Air fan, we'll go ahead and point this out, which is up here. Comes standard. That comes standard, okay? So you've got your control for that on the wall right here. And we use it. If it's nice outside, we don't run the air conditioner. We like fresh air when we can get it. We've got the fold-away couch, or whatever you call it. It's a sleeper sofa. So what I'll say about this is it's comfortable to sit on. I wish we had recliners, but the reason we got this is so Shannon's parents or other people could come with us, and they have used it. This isn't just a novelty. They've slept on it, and it's comfortable enough for them. So I don't know that I'd want to spend like weeks at a time, but if you got company coming over, I'm not going to fold it out. It looks like the rest of them. But this is definitely, it's not a piece of junk. It's comfortable. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. Coming on around, notice all the window got the soft lift shades. Comes standard. Plenty of light up here. This also makes a bed, and there's plenty of storage. And I've had probably 200 or 300 pounds of cast iron stuffed under this thing, so there's lots and lots of storage under here to be had if you need it. So that's always good. Let's come around to this side right here first. So 42-inch TV, I think it is. Anyways, this is the standard size, and see if you can come around and get a shot of this. People don't talk about the, I guess, the media stuff or your DVD player radio. So we've had a lot of campers with junky ones in it, basically, and they are tore up after about a year. This one right here, we use it fairly often. Matter of fact, we were watching a movie last night. I feel like this IRV technology is much, much better. It comes standard, but it's much better than the ones that you typically find in campers. TV right here. Of course, you can pull this out. It articulates as needed. A little bit of storage here. This nothing here. This is something I added, but we do have a little bit of storage here. Plenty of storage up here if you need it. Plenty of storage. Again, we're camping, so you'll see random groceries wherever. Plenty of storage there. Counter space. This is huge. That's probably one of the second things that really sold us on this camper is the counter space, because we like having our ice maker, our coffee maker. And this is what I'm saying, a lot of times you don't get to see these videos with people actually living in these campers. It's just, this gives you a better idea of how much space there really is here. Of course, another window, outlet here.
7?
7's at 7. I'll count it in the video so we won't get messed up. Another outlet here. We do have a USB and a US, what's this, C charger under here. So that's additional to the rest of the stuff. We also have another outlet under here. Of course, the TV, storage, and remember, this goes all the way back to that wall, so that goes all the way back in there.
Do I point out now that people that are not your height need that little step stool I have stashed over there?
Yeah, I'm pretty tall, like I said. Shannon's not terribly short, 5'6", but she needs a stool to get everything, so just keep that in mind. But there is a ton of storage. under here, they open the doors. They don't talk about this a lot, but under the sink, this goes all the way back to here. So you have got lots and lots and lots of storage there. Additionally, you have storage in here that goes all the way back to the wall. Massive drawer right here. It's where we keep a lot of our cooking supplies and stuff. Furrion stove, standard 3-burner with a glass top. Nothing earth shattering there. These spice racks do not come standard. And to finish up in here, all these drawers right here, pull out, you can see all these are pretty good sized. So 3 of them. So it's a little bit, you have to get a little bit creative to like put your dishes, groceries, whatever up, but there is plenty of storage in this. All right, a nice little feature also, starting to come standard in a lot of Grand Designs. When you're putting a slide in, this has to go down, but you do have that, of course. Counter extension's good. 12-volt refrigerator, and this is another reason. This comes standard, and on any RV that you get with a 12-volt refrigerator, compressor fridge as they call them, you're going to get a solar panel, you're going to get the charge controller. Just how big is the charge controller? We done talked about that. So 12-volt fridge, plenty big enough. I don't think we fill it up. And remember, we lived out of this thing for 3 weeks last summer, and once a week we get groceries maybe. So this is really no different than living at home, size wise. So double bunks in here. I'm gonna step up here first and show you. Addison's reading, so she's keeping to herself. Plenty of room to hang a lot of stuff. Again, 3 weeks on the road, we've done it. Drawer, and another drawer down here. Step to help her get up on top of this bunk. And I'll go ahead, got an outlet here. USB charge there, yep. And then right down here we got another outlet. You can see Alex. And just for reference, you can see Addison and Alex. Let me step out of here. Addison's about 5'6". Plenty of room up there both ways, plenty of windows. So TV backer location right here, so you can watch TV up here on top. Cannot watch TV on the bottom. But overall, Alex, you think you got enough room in there? Is it comfortable when we're camping? Like it? All right. Follow me. Now, another thing that a lot of people don't point out, wasted space in campers, this whole wall can be utilized for a lot of different things. We chose to get these hooks, and we can hang everybody's jackets in the winter, towels, whatever we need to do. So again, there's enough width this way to be able to do that. So come on, step up in here into the bathroom. So not, again, earth shattering as far as layout, but they do give you enough room to have what you need in a medicine cabinet. And you've got for towels and whatnot, plenty of room there. All right, and the big deal, I'm 6'4". I got plenty of room. That's a big deal. That is a big deal, because I've been in campers where I did not have plenty of room, and I don't like that. Into the shower, plenty of room up here. So of course you've got your air conditioning vent. So the thing that I want to point out in here is, if you'll look, even with the toilet, there's enough room for a hammock and a trash can. So they've laid this out pretty nice, and plenty of storage under here. All these drawers pretty deep. So again, lots and lots of storage. Everybody knows we got another outlet right here, pretty standard. So now coming into the bedroom. So one thing we really like about this bedroom, you've got your lights right there next to each of the where you sleep, not where everybody sleeps.
Not over your face.
Yeah, not over your face, which we don't like. Outlet here, outlet over there. I don't know what the count is. You've also got a charger here. This is where the other air conditioner is. Now, something that they don't talk a lot about, this unit right here is ducted in with the other one. So if you want one unit, you can, and a lot of times what we'll do is we'll actually run the air conditioner in there, and of course it's going to be quieter because it's in the main living or whatever, just to let it blow. It's ducted, it'll blow air on us in here. If you need an additional one, this is not just going to dump everything in here and kind of waste it, so to speak. A lot of them will do that. It's a cheaper, easier way to do it. This one is ducted into the whole system, so when you turn this on, it's going to be bolstered throughout the entire camper, so that's a good thing. Lots of storage under here if you so choose to have it. Also, Shannon, if you'll take a look right there next to your little nightstand, some storage there.
Yeah, we keep shoes at the front.
And if you'll look up under here, you got some storage in between that and here, because there's no slide or nothing in here, obviously.
These are pretty deep cabinets.
Yes.
Here as well.
Of course, you see all the cabinets up top. Plus, everything up there. Plenty of drawer space here. So, lots and lots of room in here. Of course, you've got the door that comes across and attaches with the magnet. One other standard feature I'm going to talk to you about real quick, speaking of air conditioners. So if you'll look right there, that piece of foam, it's a product called RV Airflow, and what it does is it basically helps your air conditioner put out twice the air, and it literally does exactly what it says it'll do. If it's not twice, it's close to it. We did not have this in our last camper. I put it in our main unit, and it was shocking to me at how well it actually worked. With a 50 amp unit, you've got an air conditioner in the front, an air conditioner here. I can attest that in Moab last year, the middle of July, 120, I think it was 116 or 120 degrees. Does that sound right? That's what the temperature outside was. I actually took my infrared temperature gun, went outside and shot around different areas of the camper and saw 158 to 160 degrees on some of the graphics, the blacker graphics. So it was hot. And never one time with just one of our air conditioners with this product in it, not one time did it get above about 75 degrees. So it works, and this unit has plenty of air conditioner power to keep you cool in whatever kind of weather you're talking about. Have you been thinking about what you like and don't like about this camper?
Yes.
Yes. What's one thing you don't like about it?
I don't know. My brain just went blank. I'll tell you what I like about it, though.
What?
The instant heat water heater.
Tankless water heater.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorites. I'm going to go with tankless water heater. A lot of people say they waste a lot of water. I don't feel like they waste a lot of water. And I'll also, just from a usage standpoint, I plan on probably doing a video about this at some point. We went out west, and we camped 3 or 4 times prior to going out there, lived in it for 3 weeks, come back, and probably went on another couple of camping trips. And obviously at the summertime, we didn't cook a whole lot out there, on the stove a little bit. I would say for those 3 weeks and all the showers we took, maybe 15 to 20% of a 30-pound propane bottle, so they don't use that much propane. When you turn the water on, you'll get instant hot water. The only difference is depending on where the water heater is located. For example, if you're trying to get hot water here, it's going to take it a minute to run all the way to that, but that's standard with any hot water heater. It's not the tankless's fault, it's just, that's what it is. It's got to run that distance. The second thing that I really like is the storage back here. That was a game changer for us because we carry a lot of stuff. It's easy to put a lot of stuff in there, keep it under lock and key. Because we got a 5th wheel now, we can't do that in the back of the truck, so really big. But that's my 2 things.
I like the extra counter space because I have to have my ice. And I was concerned because I didn't notice it until we bought it, that it did not have a pantry. And I about had a heart attack thinking we wouldn't have room, but there's sufficient room and then some. So I mean, we have empty drawers and spots.
Have to be a little bit creative, but you can manage with it. Now I want to tell you one thing I don't like about it, and it's not really the camper's fault, but this camper is 32 foot 11 inches, so just shy of 33 feet. I wish in the bedroom, and they won't do it because it's a 150 series, so there's never a slide in a 150 series Grand Design 5th wheel because they just want to keep pin weight. I wish there was a way that they could have either extended another couple of feet to give you some room in front of the bed to change. Not a deal breaker for us. We just make do with what we got. But that's one thing I don't like. I wish it was just a couple of feet longer. The reason we got this camper, and we could have easily went to a 28 BH, got a little bit extra room in the bedroom, but the reason we got this camper is just 33 foot. Some of the places we like to camp, such as this place right here, we'll kind of show you around the campsite or just get you a shot. It's tight. So tight as in, what, 2 or 3 foot on each side, getting it backed in. It's pretty tight getting in some of these places. We like to camp in the mountains, so that's why we opted to go with about 33 foot versus a 36, 38. And we've had bigger campers in the past and didn't really like it too much. So anything else you don't like?
I can't ever get the camera to come up on my phone.
The camera, yeah, we do have a camera and it's worked with the Compass Connect. It's a little bit fuzzy sometimes.
Just the camera.
Just the camera. The rest of the stuff works great, like the tire monitoring system or the tire link. See, what else? The leveling, any of the rest of that stuff on the Compass Connect app, it's spot on. It works great. And hey, speaking of here, I'll show you just how quick this thing works. So for example, if I wanted to turn the lights out in here, boom, there it is. I'll turn it back on, there it is. It's pretty cool. Plus you can kind of mess with the kids a little bit. So let's walk back outside. Alright, so overall we thoroughly enjoy this 278BH Grand Design, and hopefully this review of it, I wouldn't even call it a review, just the tour of this right here, this camper. I'm hoping that somebody out there that maybe is looking at this unit, maybe it helps you make a decision one way or the other. And again, as I've stated with the videos I made on my truck, Grand Design ain't paying me to sell these things, but I want you all to have a honest and unbiased, I guess, review of what this unit is. What we like about it, what we don't like about it. Having put 12,000 miles on this thing and having it for a year, we've camped a bunch out of it, several nights, and we don't full-time. This is just something we do on the side, chasing Addison around, playing softball, going on vacations and whatever. So this is just a weekend gig that we do. So please, if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to chat us up. And I like interacting with you guys and answering questions, and I try to answer every question that comes across because I want to be able to help you all. That's kind of why we do this channel. So thanks for sticking around and going through our camper with us. So hey, till next time, see y'all. Let's hit the road.